At Temple SBDC, we help businesses start and grow. At this time, I will turn the floor over to Mac Frederick.
My name is Mac Frederick. I'm the founder and owner of two different small businesses here in Philly. I used to work at Google. So Momentum is my agency. We're a small business marketing agency based in Philadelphia. We help with Facebook, Google, SEO, web design, things like that. So what are Facebook ads? It's an ads manager platform through Facebook. It lets you target people based on their location, demographics, interests, how they're using social media and other websites, how they respond to ads. Now, you can create Facebook ads depending on your goals. If your goals are to get more leads, maybe through your website, to drive sales, if you're e-commerce and selling products online. So whenever you're running ads on Facebook, there's different ad networks, like placement options for where you can run your ads. It's not just Facebook. Facebook, as many of you know, owns Instagram, it owns Messenger, it owns WhatsApp as well. Getting started with Facebook ads. So first things first, everybody knows that you need a Facebook page. What you can do is you can get access to a Facebook page, or you can create a Facebook page. Somebody can add you as an admin on your Facebook page. If you're trying to be a manager or an admin on another page, you can even grant another business owner or agency, a marketing agency like Momentum, for example, access to your Facebook page. And to give someone access, you can simply type their name here if you're Facebook friends, or put in their email address. Like, let's say if you hire a social media manager, you would want them to have access. Now that's the first step, is having management access to a Facebook page. And here's a lot of our clients and pages we have access to. And so from there, what you're going to want to do, obviously go through and set up your page info, make sure you have all your information and your categories and your numbers and your emails and website links and address, all the business information. Review this, go through all these different tabs within your Facebook page, go through your settings, edit your page info, and then you can see your insights. Now, we obviously don't do a lot with this page, but insights is where you would see organically a lot of the reach that you have, how many post likes, engagement, things of that nature. It's pretty cool. And you could get more detailed into seeing other businesses similar to yours and how they're, marketing online, which is pretty cool. Now, that's just the tip of the iceberg here. This is where people really get confused, because if you want to run, let's say if you're a marketer and you're watching this and you want to run ads and manage multiple businesses, you're going to want a Facebook business manager. So the business manager, think of this as your home or your umbrella account, where you pull all these different assets and pieces of the business into one place, and you can control it within one place. Within your business manager settings, that's where you can see your business info. You can see what pages you have access to, whether you own them or you're a manager or you market for other businesses. You can see your different ad accounts that you have in here, and you can give specific people in your organization access in this business manager, or give partners access. So like if there's another business manager account for another agency or business that you work with, that you can pull in their assets into your account. You can see your connected Instagram accounts, any e-commerce accounts, WhatsApp accounts, data sources like e-commerce catalogs. This part is pretty easy though. So if you don't already have a Facebook Business Manager or an Ads Manager account, what you'll do is just create that button here, click that, fill out the information I was just showing you. And then once you're inside, the dashboard will look like this. So this is your business settings dashboard. If you click these business tools up here, this is where you can access all the different aspects of your account. So what you'll see from once you've created this permission, it'll log in and you'll see this next dashboard that I just showed you, where you can add pages, you can create different ad accounts, so on and so forth. So let's see if we can get to that next step. In the dashboard here, this is where you're going to request access or create a new Facebook page. If you don't have a Facebook page, you can create one, or you can add a page that you already own to your dashboard. All right, so now we're in here. Now we have access to this page. Whenever you've added people within your dashboard, your business manager account, you can go to pages and specifically add and remove people to have access to this page within this ad account. And you can see this page has a specific ID number associated to it. So every ad account, every page has a specific ID number. So if you don't manage a page already, like for example, I could request access to any page, like ABC Plumbing. Let's see if there's I could request access to any business page and they'll get a notification and they can approve that access request. This means if I don't already manage or am an admin on that page, this is where you request access that they have to approve. If you already own or manage the page, you just click add a page. If you don't have a page, then you create a page. Now what we want to do is you want to create an ads account for it. So you'll see we've got about a dozen business manager accounts, and then within each one, that's where you can see all the information that you already have within that business manager account. This is your Facebook ads manager. So you'll see business.facebook.com/ads manager. If you type this in or take this link, you can see if you already have an ads manager account. And you can get to that within your business suite, your business manager, by clicking these icons or settings tools. And instead of business settings, you go to ads manager. So for instance, I'm back over here. I could click these buttons, go to ads manager. But first you need to create an ads account. That ads account can be specific to a type of business, meaning your business. So you just added the page within your business manager, Philly Daily Deals, for example. Now you're going to create an ad account. Now, your business manager has a limit to how many accounts you can have within it. Now, many of you aren't marketing agencies, so you probably don't have a lot of different accounts, but you can either add an ad account. Your business will control campaigns and billing for this ad account. It'll move an ad account into Business Manager, just like we added a Facebook page. Or you can request access to an already established ad account. You can get an ID number from that ad account and request access. Whoever has current access of that account will then grant you access. For most of you, if you don't have an ad account already, you're going to need to create an ad account. To do that, you just click this button. You call it Philly, whatever your business name is, your time zone, your currency. And then this account will be used for, you can either choose My Business, which would be like the main business manager, or another business or client. For most of you, you want to choose My Business. So we're going to create a new ad account. Hopefully Facebook doesn't give us issues. Choose our time zone, Honolulu. So this business manager, this ad account will be used for My Business. If you choose another business or client, that means you need to be partnered with another account or connect using their business ID. So you want to choose My Business. It says, correctly selecting this is important to ensure that the other business's name is displayed across Facebook when you create an ad on their behalf. So that way you can see, oh, Philly Daily Deals is sponsoring this ad for Philly Daily Deals instead of like Momentum is sponsoring this ad for Philly Daily Deals. I hope that makes sense. All right, so now we're creating an ad account. While you're creating an ad account, this is important. You can choose who you want to have access to the ad account, which is the ads manager. So, and then you can give this person different access level. For example, I'm going to give myself access to manage campaigns, view performance, manage the Creative Hub mockups. Facebook gets crazy with all these options. And then you can also manage the ad account. I'd suggest giving them access to all of these, especially if this person's going to help with the settings, the finances, and permissions. So if you just choose this one, it gives them access to everything, which I would suggest, because most of you are going to be giving yourself access to your new ad account. Hit assign, and this is where you add your payment info. So add payment info, just click here. Now, after you add your page and create your Facebook ads account, you can always come back and add people to it. You know, if you want to invite somebody new that you've created a user profile for, this person that you invite just needs to have Facebook already. And you can also assign partners to it. If you want to give access to a marketing company, you can assign them as a partner. It gets very tricky, so just try to give them the link to share. Last two things that we're going to cover and then move on. These are important. Your Facebook pixel, and then your settings and permissions. I'll just cover that real quick, and then your Facebook audiences. So settings and permissions, you can grant people permission levels within here. So if I go to people, I can add assets to them. So if there's different pages we have access to, we can give them access to control the Facebook page. We can add assets for the pixels or the catalogs or ad accounts. You need to give the person managing an account or a page access to it. So if you invite somebody new, make sure you grant them access to whatever you want them to have access to. Now, payment methods, you can add more payment methods here and assign it to an ad account. Requests, you can send and receive requests to other businesses, other managers, other profiles. Business info, just put your basic business info here. You can put your tax ID, you can verify the business online, you can add contact info and all that fun stuff. You need to set up two-factor authentication and make sure to verify your email. It's very annoying. Like, boosting posts is much easier and it's less crazy. But if you get this figured out following this process, it's going to be worth it because of the amount of control that you have within your ad account. Now, we're going to create a Facebook pixel. A Facebook pixel, it is a tracking tool and a data analytics tool. It is a tiny piece of code that you put in your website. If you use Google Chrome, there's a Google Chrome extension called Facebook Pixel Helper. It'll show you if you have the pixel on your website and if it's working. So we have two different ones that we use. You guys are only going to need one. But to put that on your website, I'm going to show you how, or at least I'll try to show you how. That literally lets you collect information about every user that comes to your website, how they're using their website. Are they buying something? Are they calling you? Are they filling out a form? What other websites do they go to? What other places do they shop at? It collects all that information and allows you to then advertise to those specific people and people similar to those people. So what you're going to do within data sources within your business manager, create your pixel, go to pixels, add it. Let's call this daily deals pixel. Just paste that in real quick, hit continue. Now you need to install the pixel on your website. So you can either set up your pixel later, or I'd suggest setting it up right away. So set up the pixel now, and then you'll have some options. It already knows that I'm using Squarespace. So if you use Squarespace or Wix or Weebly or WordPress or Shopify, it's not difficult. Literally, this is how you do it. You can hire a marketer or a freelancer or an agency, but you can all do it on your own, I promise you. Literally, just go to YouTube. There's going to be tons of videos with good reviews here showing you exactly how to do this. I'll show you Squarespace really quick. But first, let's see if there's any questions. What is the Chrome Pixel for? So I use Google Chrome. With Google Chrome, you can add extensions for all sorts of marketing hacks and tips and tricks. So like, for example, I have a Google Tag Manager, Google Tag Assistant Chrome extension, which will show me that I'm using different Google tags on this website. So you can also use Grammarly, you can use, SEO tools and email tools, all this fun stuff. Now we're going to install the Pixel. Let's go back over here. Now you could set it up with Squarespace. So Facebook has integrations, so you could try to set it up exactly. You'll go through this, you can see the Facebook Pixel. It'll walk you through the steps, blah, blah, blah. It'll do this if you have, I need to get this out of the way. All you really need is the Pixel ID, and you need to put that into your settings. It's a piece of code. If you have Shopify, Squarespace, WordPress, Wix, Weebly, all of these are integrated with Facebook to make it easy for you to set this up. So what I can do with Squarespace, it's super annoying though. You're gonna log into Squarespace, and once you log in, you're gonna go to Marketing and Facebook Pixel and Ads. And this is where you add the Pixel ID, but you need to have an upgraded version of Squarespace. You gotta pay like 40 bucks a month instead of the basic plan. And then literally all you do is it says add Pixel ID. You just got the Pixel ID right here. It gives it to you. And you literally paste it right in here. If you have WordPress or something different, there's different integrations, like I just mentioned, that'll let you do this. If you don't want to upgrade Squarespace, what you can do is you can go into the code. So you can actually go into the code manually and put in the code that Facebook gives you. So if you go in here to the Pixel, you can actually open this Pixel in Events Manager. Manually add the code, install the code, copy the code, give it to your web designer developer. They'll know what to do with it. Dang it. The code will look like this. Paste the Pixel code into the header code of your website, just above the header tag. Very simple for any developer. So, you notice how I mentioned earlier, the settings block, the shortcuts. You want to go to audiences, because we're going to talk about Facebook audiences, and then we're going to get into the ads. Business.facebook.com, within your ads manager, now you can create audiences. Audiences are literally who you want to target with ads, with specific people in mind, whether they've been to your website, they've been to your Facebook page, they've engaged with an Instagram post, they've watched one of your videos. You can create all these different audiences and much more. That's like the tip of the iceberg. All right, we are in audiences. So business tools, shortcuts, audiences. All right, we can create a custom audience. Anybody who's been to your website, customer lists, like email lists, anybody who uses your app, or anybody that has been to any of your pages or stuff. So these are custom audiences. Let's go to Facebook page. I'm going to go to Philly Daily Deals, and I'm going to choose anybody who engaged with my page in the last 365 days. This is as far as you can go. You can't go any more than 365 days. So we'll call this PDD, Facebook page engaged 365. So that's kind of crazy, right? I could literally target anybody who has been to my Facebook page and engaged with it in any of the last 365 days. Or I could make this mutually inclusive to include more people. Anybody who currently likes my page as well. We'll create the audience there. Cool. So now we can include anybody who likes my Facebook page as well. but we're gonna remove that one for now. We're gonna create an audience. So anybody that's engaged with anything to do with my page in the last 365 days, I have now created an audience for. And once you've created an audience for them, I could literally run an ad to these people who have engaged with my page in the last 365 days. Or I could create a lookalike audience. So a lookalike audience, and this is not a very big list. Obviously, we don't have much traction here. So if your business isn't getting if your Facebook page isn't getting a huge audience, then it's going to be a very small list. But if I create a lookalike audience, I might have a bigger list. This means it's a mirror of anybody who's engaged with your Facebook page. It's an exact replica audience to a much larger scale across the US. So basically, this is Facebook's way of saying, okay, that list of people engaged with my Facebook page is too small. So let me take all the matching attributes of those people who have engaged and spread that across the US to find those exact type of people. And you typically want to go for like the closest percentile, the first quartile, which is about 2.3 million people in this case. And we're going to create a lookalike audience from that, because now we have a much bigger audience to target an ad to. Let's say you want to create an ad from scratch. So this is my other company, Phone Repair Philly. I'm only spending about, you can see my active ads here. I was creating one earlier, 5, 8, 12, 15. I'm spending $20 a day or $600, $700 a month. I can see the results, the reach, the impressions, the cost per result, the amount spent, the frequency, unique clicks, link clicks, if they're watching videos, how long they're watching them for. You can't see all of this information from boosting a post. You need to go to your ads manager. This is where you control everything with the ads and the campaigns. So let's show you how to create an ad and a campaign using a custom audience. Step 1, Facebook page. Step 2, business manager. Step 3, add your pixel, your page, and your ad account in the business manager. Step 4, create your audiences, make sure your pixel's working. Step 5, create your ads and campaigns. So it's very easy. Once you're logged in, Facebook wants you to see this big green button, create an ad. And let's say you just want to drive traffic to your website. A lot of people do, but you can also just build brand awareness, reach a lot of people. Driving conversions is like more technical, more in depth. Driving engagement to a post is pretty cool. If you want to get more people to see a post, you can drive traffic to viewing a video that you upload, so on and so forth. Let's keep it simple here. You can name your campaign, Mac TRP test, and then you can create an ad set, an ad name right here. You don't need to do it here, I won't suggest it. So it says buying type auction. So that means if you set it up really well, you could get a really low cost. And you, as the business owner, get to choose how much you want your budget to be. That won't tell you how much your ads will cost though. Facebook's gonna spend your money regardless. So the better you set up your ads and you're targeting your campaign is the better use that you'll get of your money. So campaign name, special ad categories, you don't need this unless like you're talking about credit cards or employment or real estate or politics. Buying type auction, traffic campaign, I just showed you that. You can A/B split test, that's more in depth. And you can choose your campaign budget. You could literally choose $2 a day if you want. It doesn't matter, it's totally up to you. Tomorrow I could change it to $100,000. Facebook might not let you do that because they're gonna be like, whoa, hold on, you just went from 2 to 100,000. But you get my point, like Facebook's gonna try to spend your money regardless. And then there's other options below, like you can choose ad scheduling. It's only available with a lifetime budget though. So if I chose a lifetime budget instead of a daily budget, I could choose, hey, I wanna spend $100 a day, and then I wanna run the ads want to schedule, which I think I choose on the next page, you could say I want them to run Monday through Friday from 9 to 5. Let's go to next. Facebook doesn't like you to schedule it though, because they want to spend your ads whenever they feel like spending your ads, because they know people are on Facebook or Instagram at 3 a.m. So not many people are buying then, but they're online then. The ad set name is where you set up your targeting, who you want to target. So let's choose Instagram plus pixel remarketing. Name your ad set who you're targeting. I'm only targeting people that have been or engaged with my Instagram or my website in Philly within 10 miles. So now I'm getting even narrower, who are ages 20 to 30. Let it be known that if you are very new to this and your website doesn't have much traffic, your Instagram doesn't have much traffic, then this will be a tiny audience. It could be one person. But if you get tons of website traffic and tons of Instagram traffic, then you can get more narrow right here. This is just the name. I'm going to show you how to actually do this now. Let's choose the budget. Let's call it 30 days, May to June 19. Let's choose Monday to Sunday, every day from 6 to 8. Create a new audience. So you can use an existing saved audience. Remember, we created audiences before, and they'll be saved here. I showed you how to create an audience, and they'll be saved in here. Or you can create your audience from here. Or you could search a custom audience that you created or lookalike audience that you created. You're probably confused right now. So let's just go how to create a new audience. Custom audience. Website. Phone repair Phillies pixel, last 30 days. PRP pixel, last 30, all. Anybody that's been to my website in the last 30 days, create audience. Hopefully iOS 14 doesn't give me any issues. I could create a lookalike from it too, but I'm not going to. All right, here's one aspect, the Facebook pixel. Now we're going to create another one, custom audience, Instagram, phone repair Philly, anybody who engaged with the page last 30 days, IG, last 30, all, anybody engaged with your business, and I'm going to include, phone repair Philly, anybody who engaged with any ad or post. Let's call it PRP engaged last 30. For the sake of time, I'll create that. Now we've created the two main aspects, Instagram or pixel. We'll put last 30. Now we're going to do in Philly. Let's make sure they're in Philly. So let's choose Philadelphia. Come on. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 10-mile radius. So now we only want people within a 10-mile radius. And then what else did I say? Ages 20 to 30. These are people more likely to buy phones or whatever the heck. And let's set it for this to start tomorrow, actually. Because Facebook gives you an error sometimes. It's stupid. Some people are using iOS 14 or later, may not be excluded from your audience. Read more about this, blah, blah, blah. Deal with that later. Age. What did we say? 20 to 30? 20 to 30. What we're doing here is, oh, don't go back. Accidentally slid my cursor. Okay, cool. 20 to 30. And you can choose genders or demographics, interests, and behaviors. The smaller you make your list or your audience, the less people you target. The less people you target, the more difficult and complicated it makes Facebook running your ads. Let's choose automatic placements, or you could do manual placements. I know we're running long on this, so like I'm gonna finish this up real quick. You can save this audience. When you save the audience, literally save it your ad set name, because that's who you're targeting. If you want to give it a different name, by all means. This is my approach. Let's say I only want them to see the ads on Instagram. I'm going to remove Facebook. I'm going to remove the audience network. I'm going to remove Messenger. Now they're only going to see it on Instagram feed, Instagram Explore, and Instagram Stories. Cool. We're going to optimize it for landing page views. So we want people that actually land on my website. Now we're going to create the ad. Buy or sell phone. Let's call this May 2021. So I know exactly what ad I'm running. I need to put a URL. We're going to drive a website action. You need to choose an image or a video. Let's choose a single image, or you could do a carousel, or you could choose a video. And this is where you add any image. You could upload an image, you could use an existing image, you could use whatever you want, you know. You just have to make sure it fits the certain specs of how the size and format of the ad. So that's where you choose something. Let's just use the best affiliate award that we won. All right, you could add different text, different options. It gets all crazy. Let's not get into it right now. Call to action, learn more, and then use your tracking pixel for the website events. There's more to get into there. And now you've created your ad. You can see it. It's going to be on an Instagram feed and look like this. It's going to be on Instagram stories and looks like this. You could expand it out and take a better look at it. You can see how it's going to look on the stories. And then boom, you created the campaign, you created the ad set, you created the ad. Now you publish it. Facebook's going to tell you if it's going to work or not. It gave me the green light. It is in review. Within 24 hours, it will get approved, or it won't. And then you have to go back and fix it or take a look at it. To review your metrics and analytics, you could choose a specific campaign or a specific post or whatever in here, and you can see how it's performing. The cost per result is the main thing you want to look at. Your cost per click, your cost per engagement, your cost per conversion. You want it to be a low amount. Thank you. I'm now going to go to Q&A and wrap this up.